What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants a friend of sun and sky. He plants the flag of breezes free, the shaft of beauty towering high. He plants a home to heaven and I, for song and mother croon of bird, in hushed and happy twilight heard, the treble of heaven's harmony. These things he plants who plants a tree. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants cool shade and tender rain, and seed and bud of days to be, and years that fade and flush again. He plants the glory of the plain. He plants the forest's heritage, the harvest of a coming age, the joy that unborn eyes shall see. These things he plants who plants a tree. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants in sap and leaf and wood, in love of home and loyalty, in far cast thought of civic good. His blessings on the neighborhood, who in the hollow of his land holds all the growth of all our land, a nation's growth from sea to sea, stirs in his heart who plants a tree. When you plant a tree, you plant a friend for the sun and the sky. You plant a flag that flutters in the breeze. When you plant a tree, you plant a towering visual beauty. You plant a home near heaven for the mother bird and the divine song that she sings at twilight. When you plant a tree, you plant shade and rain and create the future, because any tree bears seed and bud that then grows into a tree of its own. Trees are the glory of the plains. They make them beautiful. You plant for the future generations, for the ones yet to be born. Beyond all of this, when you plant a tree, you do so with a sense of loyalty, love, and concern for the society that you are a part of. To the poet, this makes anyone who plants a tree godlike, since that person holds the growth of humankind as a whole in his hands when he plants a tree. The poem is written in 3 different stanzas of 9 lines each, with a rhyme scheme of A, B, A, B, B, C, C, and A, A. There are several poetic devices used, some of which are instances of alliteration. As you can see in this line, he plants a home to heaven and I, or in the line, in hushed and happy twilight heard. The other poetic device that's used is metonymy, which is a figure of speech in which you refer to something by referring to the aspects that you would commonly associate with that something. So here, instead of talking about the tree, we're talking about the seed, the bud, the sap, the leaf, and the wood. The third poetic device that is of significance in this poem is hyperphora or antiphora, where you repeat a line multiple times over in order to provide emphasis. So in this case, we see what does he plant who plants a tree being repeated in the 10th line and in the 19th line. Nature is among the most common inspirations for poetry, and this poem is no exception. Written with a lot of feeling, it is an idealizing of the act of planting a tree. In times when climate change has become a terrifying reality, this poem is especially relevant. The need for environmental reform is well captured by the poem, which emphasizes how crucial trees are to life on Earth, as it will be to the future generations as well. Trees are intrinsically connected to the growth of mankind and must be celebrated and cared for. The idea is not new. Every second gift bag you receive carries a sapling, and every third news story you read describes the wonders worked by a couple of people on formerly barren land. The benefits of a tree captured in the poem are nothing that you wouldn't find in your elementary school science textbook, but so much of poetry is finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. The sounds and the images, coupled with the allusion to divinity, makes the poem rich in meaning. The bottom line is this: plant a tree.